Against Northampton and another tough night at the office, Michael.
Yeah, another tough night in terms of result and sometimes in performance. I thought we started the game well. I thought we started probably how I want to look in terms of being front-footed, being aggressive, taking the game to them. And I think the goal we conceded first took the wind out of us. You know, maybe Lucas didn't need to come for that, but. So we did that and then we got done on the counter, but I thought they responded to that in the second half. Again, we started the second half well, 2-1, back in the game, pushing the game, being aggressive again. And then I don't think it's a sending off. I've seen it back, I don't think it's a sending off, and I think that changes the game. But even then, I'm still trying to get them to attack with 10 and be aggressive. So yeah, not a really tough day at the office, as you say.
We spoke to Adam Jackson. He talks about that kind of first half hour, as you said, playing really well, but then the goal almost deflates the team. Do you notice that as a head coach from your players as well? Yeah,
it's one of the things I'm grappling with at the minute is like when they get a knock, we become too passive and we need to go and be pressive, and they come off it and then it's half time. We sort them things and we go aggressive again, and then they get another knock. We just need to keep pushing the game and being aggressive, and sometimes I think that it can be too inexperienced sometimes with young lads, but we have to keep pushing the game, and I think it did knock us and it shaked us, but then again when we came out we looked good again, and then the second goal shaked us as well, but we got back in it.
And is that just a mentality thing from the players, and something as much as you can work on it, they've got to do it themselves?
It's the mentality, it's the aggression, it's again, I keep saying sometimes we've been naive, and it's about being not passive, it's about being aggressive in games, and we need to be, it's the mentality. Yeah, you're 100%, it's the mentality.
Just on the send-off, I know you said you've seen it back, just talk us through the actual incident, and what do you think it's been given for?
Well, I think he's gone to jump. I think it's one of those that, it's not a for me, what I've seen, and I've only seen it clip, he's not got his elbow out, he's gone to jump in the air and he's been caught, but he's got to use his hands to get up. And that was going on between them. They're having a good battle out there, and Pordy was winning headers. So for me, it's a yellow card. It's not a red card.
Are you going to appeal, or is it one of those where you don't feel it's going to be able to be overturned?
Well, we'll see. But we now lose Pordy for probably, because he's been sent off already, hasn't he? So we now probably lose Pordy for 6 or 7 games. It's a big loss to us. So it's In the end, if you look at the game, losing Pordy, it's a difficult one to take.
Yeah, and what do you feel it needs to just get that spark again to try and turn it around? What do you think's missing at the moment?
Goals, front line. I think we can see that, and I think it's hurting us a little bit. But even though I thought at times Hacks did bits quite well, but again, it's like having the killer pass, the killer instinct, getting in the box. And, when we've put balls across the box, committing to scoring, so I think it's still that challenge we've got at the front line.
And I guess the head coach, there's only so much you can do until you realise, and we've talked a lot about this over the last few weeks, that it's reinforcements that are needed. It's not just working on the training ground on those kind of things.
Yeah, it's been difficult because, like I say, we've now got a recovery day, and we are working on the training ground whenever we can. But it's been a challenge because of so many games. But that's we've got to do it, and we've got to have the mentality that when we've got to get higher, we've got to get more aggressive, we've got to force the game, we've got to create more chances, we've got to have more shots, we've got to hit the target more, we've got to put the ball in the corner. We scored a corner, it's great, but we've got to keep putting teams under pressure more and not letting them off the hook.
And obviously a bit of frustration from the fans at full time. I guess you feel that as a head coach just as much.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel the players feel it. But I thought the fans were brilliant. Actually, I thought I could hear them again, and I think the fans are brilliant. And they were great support, and we were trying to push the game. And at 2-1, I thought, we've got them on the ropes. So yeah, I thought again the fans were brilliant, and they're frustrated. I'm frustrated. The players are frustrated, but we have to keep digging deep.
And as you say, you've got no time really before you'll be heading up the road to Lancashire.
Yeah, another tough game, but we have to recover, regenerate, and get the match plan ready for the next game against Blackpool.